Hey, you guys, welcome back to another episode of the Liz and Marty Show. Today, we have a full episode packed with a weekend review of what we did this past weekend. We also talk about the UFC, Conor McGregor, the end of an era, the end of a legend. We hate to see it.
We love to see it on this side.
Goddamn.
He needs to go home.
We have a couple of reviews of a couple of pieces of content that we watch. And a whole lot more, babe. What else do we talk about in this episode?
We talk about some Disney Plus must watch and new releases coming up. So stay tuned to hear more about that and a little bit of Britney. Why not? We got to sprinkle a little Britney here and there. We love Britney and also free Britney. So with that, let's go ahead and get right into the episode. So welcome back, everyone. Episode 22. What did you do this weekend?
So this weekend was pretty eventful for me. I had a photo meetup, which is kind of like, it all starts off on Instagram. People post like flyers of like, for all kinds of photographers from all experience levels, from like just a beginner to like expert photographers. If you want to come down to a park in downtown and like, like network with models and stuff and like practice your portrait photography and stuff. And I was going to go. I usually go to those by myself just so I can like meet new people, meet new friends. And surprisingly, I got there and a lot of my friends went, like people that I hadn't seen in forever since like quarantine started, which was pretty fun. And then Saturday was pretty eventful as well because my friend Ale had like a little volleyball tournament at her house, which was pretty cool. But the crazy thing is that like we started playing again. I feel like a little too early, and we were kind of like burning hot, sweating like crazy. And then we stayed at her house to watch the Conor McGregor fight in the UFC. And Sunday, I watched Black Widow right after like after church ended, which is like in the morning kind of. I went over to their house again and we rented. Dude, I thought Black Widow was going to be free on Disney Plus, but it's like $30 to rent, which was kind of crazy. So it was definitely like worth the trip out there.
Yeah, no, that's how Disney Plus gets you. I remember when they announced that they were going to do the Mulan real life movie version of the, I guess the cartoon version of it. I also thought that that's, because I think at the time that Disney Plus came out, that's kind of how like they started to promote it, is like Disney Plus, and then you'll also get to see these new movies that are going to come out, but they never said they're going to
charge extra.
Yeah, so
I guess
you recently gave me your Disney Plus login. You have Disney Plus now, and I've been on it again. See, I used to have a membership when it came out. And I had it for a good year, and I didn't get into it as much as I thought I would. I think the first month was kind of like just catching up on my favorite Disney movies, but then after that I was just like, we didn't really use it that same year enough to like, resubscribe to it.
Yeah, of course. I feel like you'll use it more if you're kind of more of like like for kids and stuff, but also, I mean, I guess grown-ups too, like if you like, they have like all the Star Wars stuff
and Marvel
Avengers,
movies.
Yeah. So for that's pretty cool. And then also like I've been keeping up with Loki, and
which I watched for those who were on your edge of your seats, losing sleep at night because Martin said that I better watch it over the weekend. I did. I think there's 5 episodes out? Look at me, I don't even know.
5 episodes out, yeah.
Okay, so I watched 4 out of the 5. So I'm almost caught up. But yes, I started watching it. I think that's something that I did over the weekend. I catched up on Loki, hung out with some friends, had dinner. Which, let me just say, Saturday night in Kansas City, and for those who are new here, I live in Kansas City, Martin lives in Houston. We're in a long-distance relationship, bada bing, bada boom.
Long-distance podcasting.
Long-distance podcasting. So I'm in Kansas City, and this weekend we had such good weather. Oh my gosh, on Friday, I went to the pool with my friend and her daughter, and we had such a blast. Perfect weather, like high 80s, a little bit of breeze. It was just like the perfect day to be in the pool. Love that. And then on Saturday, for some weird reason, if you guys are in KC, the plaza was popping. Everybody, sus abuelitas, abuelitos, everybody was out and about. And I don't know what it was, but we tried to make So me and my friend tried to make a reservation at the Cheesecake Factory. That didn't work out. Didn't know that Cheesecake doesn't even take reservations. And they gave us a 2-hour wait time. So I was like, we had to go somewhere else. Yep. We went to get some barbecue just down the street at Jack Stack's, which is pretty good. And I love how as soon as we left and we paid, it was like, we got the text, your table is ready.
Dang.
2 hours later. I was like, there's no way. Like, Cheesecake, it's good, but come on. Like, you guys are like 2-3 stories. How are we not moving any faster than this?
Yeah, no, I mean.
No, there was a lot of people outside. Like, so many people.
Did you watch the UFC fights?
No, I almost did. I watched some of them at my friend's house, but no, not really. How was it, though? I didn't even know McGregor was going to fight till, like, I saw some ad promoting it.
Hey, you realized it all late?
Yeah, I thought he was, like, done. Isn't he, like... I thought he was, like, retired, threw in the hat. No. He was done?
Now he's done.
Well, he's done because he has no choice.
He's done because he broke his leg, dude. But the fights were good. Like I said, I wasn't that hyped about it because I feel like this time around McGregor was kind of like not being authentic, like not crap talking like he usually does, where like he means it. I feel like this time was more like
forced.
Not forced. Maybe like I feel like he was trying to like lie to himself, like lie to himself that he's still like this badass, like this trash talker that talks the trash and then backs it up in the ring. And I feel like this fight just kind of like it's the end of the Conor McGregor era. I feel like.
Yeah. So why do you think that is? Because this opponent his opponent, was he someone that like he's never fought before and he's been dying to get his hands on him and get that W, or like what about it do you think was kind of like?
I feel like
it seemed fake.
His opponent, they first fought when McGregor was coming up, and at this time Dustin Poirier, the Diamond, the fighter he fought, he was very like young and like very emotional and stuff. So whenever like he went up against McGregor like trash talked the crap out of him, and he was like pissed, like angry.
Okay.
Like, like you could clearly see it in his face that he was so emotionally invested in this fight. So whenever he got in the ring, he was like waiting for that perfect punch to hit McGregor with, right? And McGregor like will not being emotional at all, like saw that he was angry and like just knocked him out in the first round. And so he lost, right? And then I feel like Dustin went through like this hard like maturity thing. I don't know, like growing with himself and
professionally as an athlete.
Yes, he became less emotional. He became more like strong, more mature, and like became this guy that was like started winning fights. He went up a weight class. He started doing much better. He started like becoming this great person, actually, like donating a lot of money to Uganda and like building wells in the Congo for the pygmies, like, and starting a bunch of charities. And then so then later on, McGregor, this is where the fakeness comes in, where I feel like McGregor hits him up saying like, hey, I'll donate to your charity if you fight me for my comeback or whatever, this and that. And he's like, okay, like that sounds good. Like we'll do it privately, like a private fight. And the UFC got wind of it, and the UFC was like, no, like there's not gonna be no charity fights. Like, I'll set it up, we'll do the fight, and then McGregor can give you like some of his purse for your charity and this and that, So the UFC got in there and set it up, and McGregor gets knocked out by Dustin. Like Dustin beats the crap out of him, and then it's rumored that McGregor didn't pay up the charity money portion that he had agreed to.
Yeah.
And then the second fight, McGregor was kind of like, yeah, I did. Like, I did give you the money and this and that, and that you're lying. And then McGregor started like acting like all hard, like,
So this was their third fight?
This was their third fight because they were 1-1.
Okay, so this past Saturday. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes. And and I kind of felt it, like McGregor, like como que like he's done. And
Do you think he even trained for it?
Yeah, he trained for it. I feel like he did. He looked
Enough?
in shape.
Because I feel like these
Yeah,
athletes go in like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks into training before the actual fight. Like, do you think he did that? I don't know. I'm curious.
I think so. I think he did.
Okay.
Because this is a big for him. This third fight, it's a big fight because he has that Irish whiskey that he promotes crazy.
Didn't he sell it
And
though?
did he sell it?
I thought he sold it for like a lot of money. I know he still
Mm,
promotes it, but I wonder if he's still kind of like an owner or something. But he
I'm
did
pretty
sell
sure he
it.
still gets revenue from it. So
Oh, okay,
because he still
gotcha.
talks a lot about it a lot. So I don't think he would be like,
Mhm.
Well, anyways, like for his business and everything, it does not look good if you lose or get knocked out. So for him, I feel
Right.
like this one was like a really high pressure, like high stakes fight. And so yeah, so he throughout the whole like face of it, he's talking about how he's gonna kill Dustin in there, how he's gonna send him out on a stretcher,
Okay.
how his wife's sliding into his DMs or whatever. And he showed a picture of his wife sliding into his DMs, but it wasn't because she was trying to like have sex or anything. She was just saying like, hey, like why didn't you pay up like the money for the charity or whatever, like something like that. He never showed the actual message. He just showed like that she had sent him a DM, right?
Right.
But like he was just being too much. Like, bro, like this guy doesn't even want beef. Like, what are you doing?
Mm.
And then so yeah, so they fought, and towards the end of the fight, he was losing. McGregor was losing. Towards the end of the fight, McGregor like grabs his glove, and he's kind of like pulling him in, like cheating because you can grab the other fighter's glove. So with his fingers, he was sliding his fingers into his glove, grabbing him, pulling him in so he can kick him in the face because McGregor was
Mm.
on the floor and Dustin was
Mhm.
standing up. So he was trying to grab his hand, pull his glove in so he can kick him. And Dustin like backs off and like he tells the ref like, dude, he's pulling my glove, and
Mhm.
he steps
He
back.
was desperate for that win.
Yeah, so he steps back and Connor gets up, right? Connor throws a kick, and you can clearly see Dustin blocks it with his elbow. So Connor kicks his shin to Dustin's elbow, and
Oof, you know that hurt.
that hurt. Yep. He steps back, and as he prepares to throw a kick, I feel like no. As he prepares to throw a punch, he pushes off from his foot, and you can see it snap. And he throws a punch, and then whenever the foot comes back to like land on it again, it just
Mhm.
the bone completely snaps in half. And
I can't. I can't. I watched that
yeah,
clip and it gave me heebie-jeebies. Like, ugh, ugh. I love how
yeah,
he compared that injury once Joe Rogan was interviewing him at the end of the fight. He was like, "Oh, it's just kind of like an Anderson Silva kind of ¿cómo se dice?
accident or
Accident."
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no, I
anyway,
mean,
well, he's done. So, goodbye,
yeah, and then it was
McGregor.
crazy because he was on the floor, right? Like being like stretched out, whatever. He was saying like, "I'm gonna take you out, you and your wife, while you sleep at night or something like that." And he was doing like the like gun signs or whatever, like he was gonna kill him in their sleep.
Really? So
Yeah, he was being
weird.
so
I thought
weird.
he had
Like,
gotten better because there was this one incident. So I mean, he's known for trash talking in press conferences leading up to fights and stuff like that. And so like I'm familiar with like, his character,
mm-hmm.
his whatever he plays, and I'm not sure how true it is to his persona, but I know there was a time where like he kept getting in like bar fights and like I think his team and his like the people he works with, his trainer, I don't know, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
they like they attacked some other guy's bus. Like,
Oh yeah,
do
that
you
was a
remember
while
that?
ago. Yeah, that was a while
That
ago.
was a while ago, but I'm saying after that and just one thing after another, I felt like he went MIA.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back kind of like, I thought, more like reserved, like he wasn't going to really talk crap. And now just seeing this going back, it's like this guy never changed. He was just quiet.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Like he literally has like $400 million in his bank account. Like for what? Like what are you doing all of this for? Like like what is the whole? I mean, do you really need it? $2 more million in your bank account? Like, are you gonna go risk your whole like foot? And I mean, he has a family already with 2 kids and a wife, and like, it kind of seems like not worth it anymore. Like for what? To get
Yeah, who
embarrassed?
knows?
I don't know what's going on in his head. But anyways, like there was a lot of other stuff happening in the UFC. there was like a lot of, that's the crazy thing about whenever McGregor fights, all of the
Mm-hmm.
stars come out like it's like
Dude,
an
that
oh.
arena was packed with
Mm-hmm.
celebrities. I heard.
There was courtside Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly were
Uh
there.
huh.
Chuck Liddell, which is like an old UFC fighter. Who's that? Courtney Kardashian and Travis Barker were
Yes.
there. And it was nasty. They gave him the camera and they start making out like with tongue and everything. I was like, oh Jesus Christ,
Too much PDA for you.
dude, it was awkward. Like, and the guy next to them is just like, all right, well, uh, uh your ex president was there, Donald
He's
JT.
not. Yeah, right. Moving on. I
uh,
think Justin Bieber was there too with his wife.
yeah,
Wait,
JB
this was
was
in
there.
Vegas, right?
It was in Vegas, yeah.
Dude, that weekend, like I kept seeing TikToks of like just celebrities left and right in like the
A bunch
hotels.
of
Like
YouTubers, yeah.
I think was Logan Paul there?
Logan
Was
and
he
Jake
at the
Paul were
fight?
there. Yeah, they
Okay,
were
yeah,
both
yeah,
in
yeah.
there, yeah.
Yeah, they were there. So
Oh, you
yeah.
know what's messed up? So,
Hmm.
on the last fight, the Conor McGregor, he got knocked out, right? So he was on the floor, and freaking Jake Paul made a necklace with like Conor McGregor on the floor with like diamonds, on
Mm-hmm.
him. And then he tweeted out to Dustin. He's like, "Hey, bro, you want this?" He's like, "I'll ship you this 100K necklace to you." And then Dustin replies, "Yeah, I'll take it." And then Jake says, "Do you want me to break the leg on it, or do you want to do it yourself?"
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I also thought it was really weird how I don't think so back when Jake was calling out people left and right of who's
hmm
next, blah blah blah, he called out Conor McGregor. But he didn't really give him much like
Attention. No, even now, still hasn't given him like.
exactly. So that's why I'm kind of surprised like does he pick and choose like cuz I know he has some for everybody.
Oh,
So
for
the
sure.
fact yeah, he probably just didn't want to acknowledge him.
He should have
But
just
yeah.
taken that fight instead of this one and just kept building his legacy up. Do what Mayweather's doing, beating up YouTubers.
Exactly.
Such a
Exactly.
dummy.
But anyway.
Anyways.
Remember our last episode where all we talked about? Wait, was it last episode? 2 episodes ago? No, 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 no. It was
Which
last
one?
episode when we were talking about Miley Cyrus being stressed the fuck
Yes,
out
yes,
because
yes,
of
yes, yes, yes.
Britney.
Yeah.
So, like, it's so funny because a couple days later, this article came out saying that like a bunch of celebrities, like female celebrities, are
Oh yeah,
coming
starting a
out
fun, right?
that are going to start a legal fund to free Britney Spears. In that group is Paris Hilton, Christina Aguilera, our girl Miley Cyrus, and Mariah Carey. How
My
crazy
God.
is that? All these people just coming together.
You
Oh
know
my god.
what if? And tell me if I'm wrong or if you think I'm off on this, but what if there's something really wrong with Britney and everybody's over here like free Britney and this stuff? Like, what if there is something really wrong with her?
Well, if okay, I've thought about that too.
How do
I'm
we
not
not
gonna
know?
lie.
Like, how do we know that she's perfectly fine?
I don't know. That's the thing is like I don't think her conservator, her dad,
Mm-hmm.
hasn't come out to like either confirm or deny what she's been saying, which is like I've been overworked, I've been, I'm tired of this, I want
Right,
to end
right.
this. It's like he actually came out saying, "Yeah, I'm with her." How are you going to be with her now that she's speaking up instead
Hmm.
of like, if you were against the conservatorship, which is you are the conservator, and now you're trying
Right,
to play
right,
like you're
right.
on her side. I don't. I think it would have been communicated already.
Well, because I'm also like seeing it also from like the judge's side, and I feel like that would be too much to corrupt the judge to like keep a conservatorship going that probably doesn't need to be going. Because so the way I'm seeing this is because like when Donald Trump was in office, he got like two of the Supreme Court judges. They were what do you call it, like staffed by him or whatever, and whenever he started doing like his like crazy stuff, all of those judges ruled against them, because even though we thought they were crazy people or whatever, they actually, like it takes a long time to get to that degree of like law and to become a
Yeah.
Supreme Court judge, and like they keep it real, like for lack of a better words, like and they ruled against everything he wanted to
Yeah,
do,
but you
like
can't say that every judge has ever just like, como se dice, has been just with what they rule. Because there's been many times where a lot of people, from whatever
You're right.
they're not always right. Their judgment isn't always there, even though they are the judge. I mean, there's been plenty of cases. So I don't know if it's very much that, but more like if she is actually sick, which, I mean, I understand.
Yeah, well, mentally, like, not all there, I guess.
What did I say?
Sick. Well, I mean,
Oh.
it is a form of sickness, but
Oh,
just,
yeah. Yeah. Like, if she is mentally unstable, like, I understand, but it's like, at what point, at what degree, if she is mentally unstable, why is she still working? She's still producing revenue. Where's that revenue going? And I feel like those gaps, there's like a bunch of gaps of like information that hasn't really been released. Again, not that I'm not entitled to it, but we would like to know. I mean, it's been a topic.
It's a tough thing because, like, do you really want to put out being like, okay, well, like, y'all want to know everything? Well, here's her whole, like, she did this, like, she has this problems here, she has those problems here. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want people to release, like, if I was in there or whatever, like, if that was me going crazy, like, I wouldn't want everybody to have all these specific details of what I've done. I don't know. It's really tough, but that's awesome that they're gonna try to, I mean, do the creator fund or not creator fund, what the heck? Like, create that fund, that's what I meant to say. And
yes. Well, we'll see what happens,
comes
right?
out. Yeah.
Like,
maybe they'll get more information than we have currently now, and they explain what's really going on.
yeah. So
yeah, if anything, a good investigation comes out of it.
Exactly. Answers. We want answers. Why not? Did
What
you
else?
want to talk about this Euro? Is it
Oh,
the
the
Euro
Euro
Cup?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
I think
But
it's called
anyway,
Euro Cup.
yesterday, I don't follow soccer
Mhm.
half more than any other average person does. I don't know anything about it, but you know who does know a lot about it is my mom.
Yeah, your mom's deep into soccer. She
Dude,
loves
my
soccer.
mom, it's so funny because, like, my mom crochets. She loves crocheting.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll crochet and watch, like, football.
She'll crochet a soccer ball into existence.
No. But it's funny because my little cousin came over on Saturday.
Yeah.
And he's over here asking me, like, what team am I rooting for? England or... Is it England? England or Italy?
Yeah,
for,
England
like,
or
the big
Italy.
game. And I was like... What? Who? And my mom jumps in and she's like filling in. She's like, oh yeah, they're playing tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. She's like, and the next thing you know, my mom knows more about soccer than I'm like, oh my God, is this a big deal? Like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Turns out it is such a big deal. Yesterday they played and apparently because my mom told me, I guess Italy has never won. Hasn't gotten this far ever. So that's why there was so much hype behind this game. And they won.
Yeah,
Penalties,
I saw that.
but they won. So congrats to Italy.
And also apparently, like, England, like, last minute, they put in their two best penalty scorers and they both missed. Like, bro.
Yeah. And I felt so bad because that last one where, like, I think where the game was determined, it was over. He was crying afterwards, pobrecito. I think he was like 22 years old and he had like missed one, which was like game over after that. He was just crying. I felt so bad. Dude, I can't imagine. Imagine losing a game. You making the last move, it all depends on you. And then it just doesn't go the way you want it to. And everybody's cheering and it's not for you. And you got to go home and face Queen Elizabeth.
The royal family. I've heard I've heard like that even like back in the day, like in the World Cup, like whenever I think even like in Mexico, like something happened like this last World Cup where somebody missed a goal or something like that, and like the cartel was literally ordering hits on that guy or something, some crazy stuff like that. I was like, oh my God, yeah. Yikes. Like taking it too far. And that's what I feel like, because in England, I've heard like soccer is religion over there. So I mean, I can't imagine.
I mean, Europe, I feel like they're pretty big.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, people go crazy. So I don't know if I took that to a dark place.
No, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure like there's There's a lot of things that we don't know behind closed doors and what happens in those games. I always tell you too with baseball. I'm like, every year, I bet you at the beginning of the season, they already know who's going to be end up going up to the World Series. I feel
see a lot of people
I
say
always
that.
have
I don't think so.
I always have that feeling. Don't because lately all the teams that have never been to the World Series have been going to the World Series, like 3-4 years back, and they always win. And it's always the first one they've ever won, or the first one in like 20-30 years. I'm like, hey. What a coincidence. But so obviously that's my theory. That's my theory. There's no science or whatever.
Science.
Okay, whatever. Hey, or what is it called?
Chemistry.
Oh, so there's chemistry.
Kidding.
No science experiments to back this up.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it goes that deep. I don't think the rabbit hole goes that deep to where.
Look, there's no such thing as a coincidence.
There's no such thing as a coincidence.
Did I tell you that the other day I went down a rabbit hole on TikTok of like, I shit you not, I went to one Royals game and then all of a sudden I started getting baseball TikToks. And
they found you found your GPS location.
What did I tell you I was watching? It was like videos of like pitchers being exposed for using some sort of substance to pitch and make the like, I don't know, alternate.
A lot of pitchers have been caught for that.
Yeah, and I had no
Cheating.
idea. I find that so fascinating just because like you love to see it. You'd love to see them get caught plain in sight. Like, what do they think? They're never going to get caught? There's cameras literally in every angle.
Especially at them, like zoomed in on everything they do.
Like you are the subject.
But that's funny how they always try to hide it. Like they put it like under their hat, in their glove,
like behind their ear,
in their back of their neck. Yeah, everywhere. Like just a
no
touch.
much. Que cochinos.
They just want to get that W.
I just want to get that dub. Like the Houston Astros when they got caught cheating.
Yeah, we got that dub though. So let's go.
Right. How many
times
now?
If we're gonna be the best at cheating, shit, we'll be the best.
If you're gonna cheat, you better win.
Yeah, what the fuck? Don't get caught.
And get caught afterwards.
Yeah, when the thing's all said and done.
That's funny.
Yeah, but speaking about the UFC, like I forgot one thing.
Wait, what? We weren't talking about the UFC anymore.
We were talking about it right now.
But not anymore.
Okay, well, we're going back to it. Rewind. I was gonna mention because you said like TikTok and everything got me going. Addison Rae, the TikToker girl.
One of the top TikTok famous influencers for whatever reason. Yeah,
the UFC for whatever reason hired her to do like interviews, like post-fight interviews with the fighters.
She was doing interviews this Saturday, this past Saturday.
Mm-hmm. She was there. She was doing an interview. She was interviewing all the fighters after they had done, done fighting or whatever. And then she goes on Twitter and puts like, my 3 years of high school, journalism prepared me for this, for this moment.
No manches.
And then the whole cancel culture came after her.
Every communications major came out afterward and said, "I think not."
Everybody with their degree and their mama. Yeah.
Right. Dang. People get so... I cannot imagine ever, like, getting so riled up about somebody else's tweet. People are wild. I guess that's Twitter, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like those people that just comment hateful things.
Yeah, for no reason.
I cannot imagine. Like, it's okay. Leave it in your head. Think it. Nobody's telling you not to. But, like, do you really have to put that energy out into the internet?
It's funny. It's funny because, like, I posted a video on my YouTube channel where I'm reviewing, like, my chess set that I bought. And, like, I just put the pieces randomly on the squares, right? And every time once a week, I get a comment saying, like, your chess pieces are in the incorrect spot. Like, just like that. And there's literally already, like...
We love a know-it-all.
There's already 30 comments saying the same thing. Like, bro, like, if you just go like one of those. Don't comment it again, you know?
Yeah. They clearly didn't read the comment section.
Yes.
Yeah, like, it's just weird to me. Like, just move on, dude. Like, do you think your comment's really gonna... Yeah, let me go ahead and delete this video and re-upload it just because you said that. Like, it's said and done. Like, let's keep moving on.
It's not happening, bro.
It's like people don't realize they don't make mistakes in their daily lives.
Yes.
These people have never made a mistake, never fucked up, never.
I don't know. Too much. These people are
Too
too much.
much. It's just like Addison Rae. Like, maybe she did an okay job, but
She did good. I mean, she
she did
wasn't
good.
nervous. I
I haven't
mean,
even watched it. Yeah.
no, she did good. I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, it doesn't seem that hard to ask questions, but I mean, it could be. I'm probably gonna trigger some.
You see me already looking at you. Don't even. It is
So,
a lot
what did you
harder than it
think?
looks.
Yeah, I guess.
Just like when Liza Koshy, if anybody, do you remember like the Met Gala whenever they used to have it?
Yes, I
I don't
remember that.
know.
I remember Liza
Okay.
Koshy doing that.
Yeah, Liza Koshy did the interviews before the celebrities went inside the Met Gala, and
Mm-hmm.
she would have to ask creative, like rapid fire questions to these celebrities to make some sort of impression to get like.
Yes.
And I just can't imagine being in that spot. Like one celebrity after another, like bop, 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 new questions on the spot. Like there's no way in heck you can rehearse 50 questions and not be nervous that like
You're talking
Kim
to Will Smith?
Kardashian, yeah, you're talking to Kim Kardashian. Like
Yeah, for sure.
anyway. But so what? Did she get fired or what?
Yeah, she's done. She's fired from the UFC.
Why is she fired?
Because makes the company look bad. Whatever.
So then why did they hire her in the first place?
I mean, because she's really popular on TikTok for the clout.
Oh, so do you think it was like it was already planned? It was like a one and done?
Who knows? Maybe they were maybe they were testing it out. You know, maybe they were like, let's try Addison and see how much impressions we get or whatever. See if we can make anything out of it.
They were trying to get the
And
TikTok audience to watch UFC.
yeah,
Love that.
yeah. And if it went well, we'll do it again. You know, but I mean, not anymore.
I mean, but also like, I mean, I'm curious to
That's
know,
the thing
like,
about Twitter too. Like the thing that I don't like about it, like the big corporations bend backwards for these people, and it's just like, bro, like it's all right to upset people sometimes. Like it's all right. Not everybody has to be happy all the time. Like have a
well, maybe they didn't
backbone.
generate the money that they thought they would by having her there too. Because a lot of what corporations, you know, they only care about money. Like, did it
Yeah, for
did
sure.
it hit the target audience they were looking for?
But I'm saying like her making that tweet and getting all that backlash did not help anything.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, something I really was so excited to talk about. I was head over heels whenever I saw Disney's coming out with a new movie. Have you heard of the new movie Encanto?
No.
I got it. I got a
I've heard of
Target
a new movie
trailer.
called Black Widow. Uh-oh.
So Encanto is like a cartoon movie. I guess I don't even know what animated. Animated is the correct way to
Yes.
say that. It's an animated movie, and it's going to take place in the mountains of Colombia. Dude, we
Okay.
just love to see it. We love the representation. And yeah, it's going to come out in November and I'm so excited. So I'm pretty sure it's going to come out in Disney Plus.
Do you know what's it gonna be about or anything?
Yeah, so it's about a family called the Madrigals. They
Okay.
live in an enchanted town in the mountains of Colombia. And every child has like their own magical talent, power, or something. They've all have been granted like a unique ability.
Mm-hmm.
Except one ordinary child. And it's like about that ordinary child finding that talent of hers that she wasn't granted with. Because everybody else around her is talented, but she isn't. So she has to discover it for herself.
Yes.
So yeah. So
Well,
it sounds pretty cute.
I'm happy
And-
that Disney finally realized that they have more audience outside the United States. You know.
Right? I just love it. And it looks so vibrant. It's kind of like you know the movie Coco?
Yeah, it's giving me Coco Moana vibes.
Yeah,
No,
for
Yeah?
sure. Can't wait to see what the soundtracks are like. You know, they're always catchy. The music is actually by Lin-Manuel Miranda, creator
Don't
of
know who that is.
Hamilton,
Oh,
creator
okay.
of Hamilton and In the Heights, and many other projects that I'm probably not even sure of. But so yeah,
That's cool.
coming to theaters this November, which I might have to go see it. I haven't been to the movie theaters yet.
Oh, you still haven't gone to the movie theaters?
No, I need to
Dang.
go. I have not. You've watched like 5 movies already in the movie theaters, I feel like.
But I feel like
Starting with
even before
A Quiet
COVID,
Place.
you weren't a big movie theater fan going person. You don't really like the movies that much. I feel like.
No, I think we've talked about it on the podcast. I just fall asleep. I get too cozy and it gets really cold in there. And it's like the perfect setting for me to fall asleep, which now, I don't know. I keep seeing a lot of things about people finding bed bugs in the movie theaters. I know that's always been a thing.
Yeah.
It's always been a thing. You hear it's here, there, whatever, but there's this really creepy video of like somebody filming like this. They looked into the seats because they started like getting itchy.
Ugh, don't start.
And yeah, I'm just gonna stop there. And I was like, ooh, if I go, I'm gonna take my Lysol.
Yeah, or you're gonna spray down your whole seat.
I mean, it's gonna smell good. At least.
No. You take your Raid with you, mejor.
Take Raid, take Lysol, take Clorox wipes, like everything. Oh, I know. Like, how do you even clean that off? Like, I've never had a bad experience, luckily.
Yeah, I've never had that either. So,
do you remember the last movie you and I watched together? I think it was it was Endgame.
We watched that together?
Yes, we watched that together.
Dang.
But I think that was the last time you and I went to the movie theater. Because when did that come out?
Last
Endgame?
year.
No, it wasn't last year, was it? 2020? Before the
2019.
pandemic?
2019 November, maybe?
Huh.
When?
I'm looking it up. Oh, 2019. Yes. Damn!
What?
It's been that long. It's been 2 years. It came out in April of 2019.
Dang. Well, you haven't been to the movies in a while.
I haven't been to movies. Yeah, it's just, there's certain movies I'll actually get out of my...
Yeah. I watched Black Widow this weekend as well. That one was pretty good. I don't want to say much because that's like a fairly new movie, so you guys should definitely check it out. It's currently like ranked like number 3 of all of the Marvel Avengers movies. I mean, all of the Marvel movies as like in the top rated one, so it's really good.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
that's
it's
awesome.
very...
I'm sure it's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's about like a lot of like family and sisterhood and stuff. So.
Well, no spoilers.
No spoilers this time. You guys go check it out. I'll give you a review next week.
Also,
a week.
A full review next week.
Full review with a 7 out of 10 rating and everything. Let's go.
Stay tuned for Martin's
reviews.
7 out of 10. Yes, Martin's review.
Oh, and also today is the last episode of Loki, so you guys tune into that. And
then after this week, we're gonna give you this week, and then after we're just gonna keep. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it openly. If you haven't watched it,
that's on you.
Wait. So, did you watch the new episode today?
Of Loki? No, because today's Monday. We're recording on Monday, but this comes out Wednesday. So
yikes!
You killed the illusion.
I killed.
You killed the illusion.
So this is Stop rolling your eyes at me.
Uh-oh. What's up?
You're right. No, it's because in my head I was like, I thought they release every Wednesday.
Yes, just like our podcast.
I'm fired, you guys.
It's getting kind of late and Liz is tired. She doesn't know what she's talking about anymore.
It's funny because we typically record the podcast like a day before we put it out, just so we can stay current and so we don't miss anything. But today I was just like, I feel like these days, like, I haven't said on the podcast, but I've just been trying to put in some time to work out these days, and I feel like that takes up, even though it's like an hour of my day, I feel like I just have to completely switch up my entire schedule. And even days before, if I'm already planning to do it, and it's just like, and it's something I have to commit to for personal reasons, and I'm just like, let's just record it today, because tomorrow is for me, it's bachelorette night, so we can't miss that. Priorities.
Well, there she goes.
But yeah, if you guys haven't been tuning into the Bachelorette, y'all, the tea, the drama, the trash TV, y'all, I know I used to talk down on it because it's like, come on, like, it's corny. The concept of it is corny, but it's like, you just get into it. You get you get reeled in, with a T
Yeah.
and like the drama and like what's gonna happen next and who's gonna go home this time. It's just so funny, and I love now that I've only watched like 3 seasons of The Bachelor and Bachelorette or something, but like I feel like because they use sometimes like the same people will like audition for it from like the season before. So I'm just like, oh, I remember that guy or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, we're recording on Monday, but today is Wednesday. Wednesday is when this is coming out. So watch Loki, you guys. Loki is so good. I watched it over the weekend.
Did you watch all episodes? Are you caught up, or are you still missing like a couple?
I'm only missing one.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm caught up for today's new episode. If
Nice.
you guys want to join in so we can talk about it. I really like it. For someone who doesn't know anything about Loki, I really don't, y'all. Like from where it's
they know.
I can't believe the first episode of our podcast was who is Zack Snyder. Oh my god, so embarrassing.
Yeah. Also, who is Rocket?
Who's who?
Rocket Raccoon?
Who's that?
Oh my god. Stop, dude.
What is that?
Guardians of the Galaxy. The Rocket, the raccoon.
Oh, the
from Guardians of the Galaxy,
raccoon.
yes.
Little cute thing. What is its name?
Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon?
Yes.
You would think they would name him a little bit cuter. Like,
Groot.
I don't know. What?
Groot.
No, Groot is the other twig looking thing.
Okay, good. Not a twig, but okay.
What is it? A stick?
It's a tree. It's a walking tree. What?
It's a tree branch?
Yes, it's a tree branch.
Yeah,
it's a conscious tree branch.
But anyway, for someone who has no, obviously, prior experience, as you just listened, yeah, it's really good. It's very entertaining. It's just like any other... Is this... What is this? Marvel?
Marvel, yes.
God
Marvel.
forbid I say DC. God
Jesus
forbid.
Christ.
It's really good, guys. Watch it if you haven't already. Did you want to say anything else, babe? Before we wrap this one up?
No, I think we are good to go.
Yes. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening, as always. You guys are the best. Stay tuned for next week's upload. Slide into our DMs. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about. You know, we're very opinionated over here. Mm-hmm. We love the internet. We love the goss. We love to bring to you the latest and greatest. So let us know if there's something that we haven't covered and you really want to hear our opinions and thoughts and 2 cents on it. Hey,
let us know.
Slide in our DMs. All right. Well,
that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye.